Alright, what's up everybody? Yeah, I've got 2 more Magicites left in me, and then we save until Sunday, because with all these new Magicites and the stuff that I want to stock up for Tiamat, and Sunday's going to be, it is important as always is. So about how much Mithril are we expecting to get? I don't know. A lot. I think a lot. The anniversaries are always really generous with that. Good evening, Robert. Okay, so what I'm doing this sneaky stream for is... I was just farming a couple of these today anyway, so I figured I'd just talk about it, because, you know, everyone just got their new toys, and Sora's a very, very strange character because he starts the fight off with his N element, and because it only lasts 25 seconds and fights that we expect to go, you know, 30 or more, he's kind of like Cloud of Darkness in a way, where he just puts a timer on you, and he needs to start acting immediately on it. So what we have here is Sora with his Legend Materia, a lightning sword, lightning armor, and unfortunately, Shulk is basically required on this version of Sora, at least. With his USB, you have a little more leeway, but with his Burst Soul Break, you need to do everything within a certain amount of time, and then uses AOSB. So what we need to do is on second turn, cast his Burst Soul Break. So we finish the burst, and then still have a little gap of time in between the end of the burst and the end of the end lightning to use his AOSB. I couldn't wait until Sunday. Plus, I don't have that much time tomorrow, because tomorrow is usually an Opera Omnia stream. But if you're talking about whether or not to level up and learn Sora's Soul Breaks, no. Yeah, Senbu, that's the key, and you're going to be seeing that in a second. So I'm just going to go through once, and then we can talk about it afterwards. Yep, just actually watch him right now. How is Mom's visit? She seems like she's been having a good time so far. Senbu has USB, BSB, and AOSB. Alright, so Shulk also starts out with haste. So, her and Sora war for first turn. She wins. She's the quicker one. Which is actually kind of nice, because I can just slam Wrath with her. And direct Sora's Life Siphon to one of the tentacles. So that's perfect. Like, so I didn't lose any time by doing that target. That was great. So now the next 3 turns is Onion Knight, USB, Ishtola, Shelga, and then I'm gonna wall with Kane. How's my Riku? Non-existent. I just got the LMR. Okay, so here's the important part. Is that Savage Waterga happens before the Entrust, which means it's kind of like doubling up. I get 50 points on Shulk and 50 points on Sora. And Shulk takes that 50 that she gets generated and throws it right onto Sora. Where do you click on Kraken for non-tentacle target? Well, you will see in a second, because I will do that once. God, I love this team for that. I only have to do it once with this team. For Sora's burst entry, and then after that, the body is low enough at all times that I don't have to manually target. So, second turn burst. You just click right in the middle, right in his chesticle thing. For 4.3 seconds burst start. It needs to be this quick. And you'll see when we approach like 22 seconds into the fight why that is. Next up, we're going to have Ishtola is going to burst on second turn. Then Onion Knight uses Protectica, and then Sora just starts charging up his burst. And it's lovely I didn't have to target it. Can it be USB instead of bursts? Or this is just a burst strat. You're more... Oh, shoot. I'm getting the wrong drop. You have more leeway with the USB. The problem with the BSB is you can only do certain things during that time that the burst is active. The USB is, you know, it's a lot more forgiving. Like, take the USB for instance. You use a Spellblade during it. You get your chase. Well, with the bursts, any turn that you spend doing something else, like the AOSB for instance, that's 70,000 damage lost. And the USB damage is spread out more over the course of that 15 seconds, while the Burst Soul Break is weighted towards the end. And you can't spend those turns using the AOSB, or else you're hurting yourself. So I actually need to flee here. So I'm gonna redo it. Both work fine. Both work fine. The BSB is just more strict. Honestly, I'd run the USB the exact same way, because that means I get to use Spellblades for the entire time the USB is active. And then once the USB ends, I'm free to use the AOSB without, like, losing damage that I would have had otherwise. Yeah, it's no problem. It's no problem. Plus, I mean, I screwed up anyway. I don't want an Octomammoth. I don't want a Kraken. We want Gizmaluke. The Glint does extend your Enlightening past the 25-second mark, so you have a lot more room. It just... I'm not sure how the entrusting works. Do you cast AOSB before burst? No, I do not. Burst mode ends and then I AOSB. That's why you need to have the burst go off on second turn. Because you only have 25 seconds. You're on a shorter time limit than the fight actually is. I mean, someone absolutely needs to make a meme, you know, that says Magicites are now turned into sub-25 fights with Sora instead of sub-30. Oh, man. Bad luck. Sora works so well with an Entruster. I'd probably run Lightning and Sora and Noxus. Alright, we're in. Let's try this again. Alright, we're back to where we were. Shtola Burst, Onion Knight Protecka, and then Sora Command 1. And Shulk's second Entrust is going to go to Kain here because, you know, he walled on first turn, so he spent a long time not generating anything at all, so he needs the help. I'm going to delay my Lightning Dive a little bit, so he gets Entrusted too, and then he uses Lightning Dive. This may be too early. We're going to find out. Because I believe Lightning Dive has a 1.5 second cast time, while Entrust has 1.65, so he may have outturned her. Which is bad, because he'll be in the air when she tries to entrust to him. Oh, got off. I've noticed in the AI that very little damage comes out at this time, so I elect to use Ishtola's first command, even though no one needs to be healed, just to get her next turn up faster, while she did generate 50 soul break points at least. Alright, so now we're 3 stacked on Sora at 11.5 seconds. We should... It's actually, the chain just doesn't matter. It's nice to stack it up for the end. The AOSB at the end is awesome. But as far as, like, actually dealing damage, Sora just does so much that, whatever. Who's going here? There Sora goes. Oh no. It's actually not that bad. Kain uses mostly soul breaks in this fight. The Lightning Dive is some damage, but... that's so rare. See, I don't know if I want to play it differently because Kain is blinded. If I want to keep putting soul break points into Kain. Alright, I'm going to try... I'm going to use this as an experiment. What I usually do right now is... Shulk, her turn order at the start of the fight was... Wrath and Trust to Sora, Wrath and Trust to Kain, Wrath and Trust to Kain. And now she's on her 7th turn. I usually just entrust to Sora to give him that little bitty piece of soul break points, which makes sure that the AOSB is safe and secure and ready to go off when it needs to. So I'm gonna try not doing that and seeing if he gets the soul break points that he needs anyway, and instead entrusting to Kain. Probably gonna want a double cast here from Y'shtola. Savage Leg is always gonna be bad, no matter what. We got it. Alright, what do you do, Kane? You're blinded. You're gonna get an entrust from Shulk. So next turn you can chain again. And this time with Enlightening, so it's gonna do a ton of damage. Do I just Life Siphon? Or do I try Lightning Diving? No, I can't. I can't because you're gonna get entrusted. So I'm gonna Life Siphon a Tentacle. Okay, see, now, like I said, 22 seconds. Burst mode has run out. He got the full benefit from his burst. And now, 25 seconds hasn't come along, and there's two things that expire 25 seconds. Thunder God mode and Enlightening. He needs an action after burst mode ends, but before 25 seconds to use his AOSB. That happens right now. If he doesn't use this exact turn order and casts his Burst Soul Break on second turn, this doesn't happen. Your AOSB is late. It goes off after Enlightening. So your damage is reduced by 80%. And that's just not good. But with the way this works out, Burst Soul Break, AOSB, this is the perfect turn order. And every time I've done this, the boss has died. So, I mean, what Kane is doing right now is actually just kind of pointless. If this works. It did. He has enough Soul Break points, so the battle's over. I know it looks like he has a lot of life left, but unless I don't get any crits at all, I'm pretty sure the boss is just dead. Oh! The boss did live! But I think in 6 seconds I can take care of what he's got left. Oh, right. It's because of Kane having the Life Siphon that turn. Yeah. But anyway, what was that? 280,000 damage? On the AOSB. So, playing Sora is, to me, about playing around that 22-second mark. The 22, 23-second mark. Yes, Tennessee. Yep. And if you would like to recast the BSB, then go right ahead. But I'd probably want to run out the USB. Unless you're using Thunder God mode, in which case do not... if you do want to recast the USB at one point, and make sure that you recast it before the 25-second mark, so you get the decreased cast speed on the Soul Break. Sora BSB is still good without a Salmar, yeah. I mean, I just 30-second cleared a 4-star Magicite with it. The AOSB is a big part of it, but that was 4 Command 2s on the Burst Soul Break. So that by itself is 280,000 damage. LMR just makes it better. A lot better. But it's still good by itself. So the LMR is a nice bonus. I'm going to do another Ricky. I need to do one more. Because that'll be my 4th Gizmaluke. And I need that for tomorrow. There absolutely is a possibility, Leon. But no one can say, no one can say with any certainty. Anything's possible. That's what Kevin Garnett said. And I trust him. Yes, I did glowing. All the way. Before I blow 20 more stamina, so I can't do any more Magicites, I will show you my Tiamat team. It's not pretty. I have a level 90 Ixion that I can bring to the Kraken fight, which makes the damage incoming easier. It's easier to deal with. I do not have that same thing for Tiamat. I have awful Magicite. Yeah, Ricky. Well, I don't need them because I can already sub 30. But once I'm done preparing for Tiamat, then yes, I will be getting Mimic Queens. Even though I've already started leveling a Garuda. At least it was just one Garuda and not 3. I actually haven't played any of the Kingdom Hearts games, so I have no input on that. So the team looks a lot similar. It's a little silly. We say, see ya, Kane. Hello, Snow. I don't want to order this. Right. I had my volume up too high. How do I order it? Well, I want Sora at the bottom because he's the primary and trust target. Shulk at top. I believe Snow is faster than Onion Knight, so I want Snow right before Onion Knight. And I want Ishtola after Onion Knight. That seems right. So this doesn't work out as well. Snow is obviously not as good of a damage dealer as Kane is. Especially because I have Kane's Burst Soul Break. Who would have thought that that would have been useful? But it is. Does this team get any better at 3rd anniversary? I don't know. I may need an entire, full Magicite ready for this. Sora's going to go before Snow, but I'm not concerned with that. I'm more concerned with the packet of people that go first, which would be Snow, Onion Knight, and Ishtola, since they don't start out with haste. So Snow is going to go first in that group. Ice Monk ability, yes, will automatically be good. For now, we're stuck with Omega Drive, which I don't even know if I'm going to use. It may just be smarter to Life Siphon with him. The problem here is Sora works in the other fight because he has actual damage support coming from not only Kane but Onion Knight. Onion Knight cannot use Chain Blizzaga in this fight. There's no way I can heal this with just Y'shtola. Yes, Inoxus. Yes, he does. Especially because my Magicite for this fight are not as good as they are for Kraken. Oh, yeah, Divine Cross. Thanks. What's up, Inshul? Yeah, this is Tiamat. And this is not going to go well. Much plus size equipment I have? 0. Yes. Yeah, Ricky. I take too much damage. After the Jetfire, everyone's basically dead. No last stand heal. I have Realm, but last stand is great, but she's not going to heal as well as Y'shtola does. I need more healing than just last stand. Y'shtola's Legend Dived. It makes a difference. I don't know what I want yet. Yes, I have Vanille's BSB. Not nearly as good as a Legend Dived healer. I have no healer USBs. So we just make do with the Legend Dived healer. Oh no, I don't think it is Ricky. I need ice damage. We'll see what happens after I generate a bunch of good Magicites. Because my Magicite for this fight suck. I can beat Tiamat. But I'm not interested in beating Magicite at the moment. When I can sub 30 everybody except for Tiamat and Midgardsormr. I'd rather build up my Magicite and see if I can sub 30 these fights. Yeah, I've tried with my magic team. My physical team can't do anything. It doesn't help that I have zero help coming from Tiamat. I have no Magicites to bring into Midgardsormr. You get Enkidu. Enkidu's pretty decent, but my magic team has shown that they can't do it. Oh, no, you're useless. So what I need to do, and what I'm going to be doing tomorrow, is leveling up Krista and a Gizmalook for the Dampen Air and the... oh, shoot. I need another Rising Bite. No, I don't. I have 4 of them. For the Dampen Air and the Dampen Fire. Where's the ice? Oh. Is this really all I have? I'd rather just use the second one to go. Three AOSBs. There's only 2 in the game at the moment, and you can only use 1 per fight. Do I feel good about the Sora dive? Yeah, absolutely. The sub 30 on Kraken is enough, and now I understand how powerful he really is. So, his usefulness across 3 elements is just obscene. It's so crazy. I have to build teams around him, but I'm okay with that because he is powerful enough to warrant it. Fenrir. You're only dampen 5. Can Krista do better than that? Oh, no. Dampen 4 at level 42. I just need better Magicite. Hi, Axel. Bot should be active. Yeah. There's no way I can answer that, Axel, because I don't know what you have. Oh, okay. Only? I only have the strongest stuff in the game for this element. You're a new player, you should probably save your mithril for the anniversary, Axel. Unless you're a die-hard Kingdom Hearts fan. Yeah, wait for the festival, Axel. It's gonna be a great place to pick up stuff for new players. All right, this team is just, oh god, looking at that Magicite stack. The banner is actually really rough, and the problem, Axel, is that you can spend more mithril on it and have a really good chance of coming away with stuff that doesn't help you at all. It would just rot on the shelf, and yeah, that's not something you wanna start your account off with. So yeah, remember what happened in the last fight for Kraken? At this point in the fight, Kraken actually used an area of effect, but because he absorbs on the first turn, it delays the first action, so I actually have to wait. Because I need those 50 soul break points in order for Sora to use his burst soul break. That's so much time wasted. Oh, what am I doing? I life siphoned for a second time with Sora for some reason. You are absolutely right, Zilligut. Thank you for catching that. I would have figured it out. Well, as my attacks start doing 0 damage, but better now than later. Hello, Zai. We don't know what is on the festival banners, Axel, so no way we can answer that question. Once we do know, I will definitely be having a big stream for that. And then I will be able to answer that question. That's right, Dragon. All crits except for one. I'll take that. What do we do now? Yeah, we asylum immediately. Nobody can confirm that because nobody knows anything about that. Do I have Sora LMR? No, I do not, troll him. Omnipotence. Did I just use the command one 3 times? No, I didn't. Never mind. Everything's just later because of the delay at the start of the fight. There just isn't enough damage in this group. And that's not even necessary. I don't need to entrust to Sora at all in this one. You take so much area of effect damage from Tiamat. I wish I had something more to do with Snow. Because having an Entruster in this fight just feels like such a waste. USB doesn't generate any soul break points at all, Sash. Spellblades, yes, they do. Burst commands generate 75 per. Spellblades generate 105 per. So it's actually a pretty big difference. It's not gonna get off in time. I messed up during the course of the fight. But anyway, he's still at like 60% health. The AOSP is great, but not that good. So this is gonna go off after an element phase at 25 seconds. Not expecting a lot of damage from this. Oof. Awful. You know, if I keep entrusting into Snow and just have him recast the chain repeatedly, I would probably be able to forego healing with Onion Knight because I would get so many HP stocks. I'm gonna try that out. Plus Snow would do more damage, and it's not like Sora cares. He does, but he has a 75% chance to crit. And the better part of this is Onion Knight will be able to charge the chain faster, especially if he double casts, which hopefully increases the amount of damage the AOSB does. I wish I had a Realm or an FMAO, because then I would actually have somebody I could throw these soul break points that Shulk is generating into, because Snow is just an awful target for it. Yeah, definitely Dragon, but not for my team. It wouldn't do anything. I use burst commands. When you use the burst, you use burst commands. There's no reason to use anything else. If you had his USB, then Snow Spell all the way. All the way. But Sora doesn't do anything with Snow Spell Strike with a BSB. He would get one use of it at the end of the fight. So if it comes to that, if that one use would be good, then okay. I mean, the timing of this asylum is great. AOSB have multipliers of 24, which is higher than anything else in the game for physical characters. This does 4,700 damage to Onion Knight. It's so brutal. Got it off in time, 24.83. See what it does. 83, 50, 50. So even with 2 crits, not close. We just gotta wait. We gotta wait until I get an Ice Monk ability with Snow. I get actual Magicite, because Wendigo is obviously a poor choice. Yeah, I know I only had 1 crit, but if I had 3, I still wouldn't be close, and that's a problem. If the only way that I win the fight is by getting 3 crits, that is an RNG dice roll I do not wanna deal with. And we're not even close enough for that. Really, really, really just need new Magicite. So give me a couple weeks on Tiamat. No, Wendigo's great for a mage team. What do you want me to do, Senju? You want me to have Sora use Wall instead? Then we can just do no damage at all. Your physical team is disgusting, though, Shimra. Just because it's really, 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 really good doesn't make your Magicites good. It means your team overcomes the deficiency of your Magicite. Noxus, no, I've actually said a couple times already that I don't have anything else with Snow. And that's why I need to recast the chain. Then I'll just die on the 3rd turn, Senju. Probably not the best way to win. I'm going to use 1 Wendigo. But right now I'm using more than 1 Wendigo. No, by activating Sora's Burst Soul Break again, it ruins the stacks that you've built up. He absolutely does not want to use another... No, it's not worth a shot, Senju. It's actually just a bad idea. So, with Tiamat done, might as well just go get Argazamalu from Kraken. Now, if that fight goes past 30 seconds, I do win, because I think just spamming the Snow Chain and Ishtola's Burst Soul Break is enough to keep the party alive, and that's all that matters. And eventually that they would get to the end. Should you run Sora, Squall, I don't know. What do you want to do, Troll? Yeah, I'd probably run the USB with Snow Spell Strike and have Squall just burst. I don't think they compete for stacks, Synoxis. They're separate. They're totally separate. I just think it's a matter of taking advantage of Snowspell Strike with, you know, Sora, who actually has a good USB. If you're still there, Ricky, I'm about to do Kraken again. Well, after we fish. Machina. No, I haven't, Solus. I'm kind of scared. My 3-star Magicite are horrible. Should I just work on Merilith, who I can kill sometimes until I get all the Fire Magicite I need, then work on Ice Combine? What fight can you sub 30, Senbu? Uh-oh. I hope that was Command 1. We're gonna find out. It was. The run lives. Oh, that's cute, Solus. That was only 2 stacks, wasn't it? Yeah. Oops. Getting distracted during charging up stacks is the worst. I just need to look at the timer more often. Remember how many stacks I have at what time. Their soul does not wall. That's a good way to die. Yeah, that's something that you can't remedy by looking at the timer. So I should count myself lucky that I don't have Sora's LMR. Don't have to deal with the burden of double casting. Uh-oh. That was weird. I wonder if that's gonna work. I clicked... This is how bad the input delay is in this game. I clicked on the burst soul break, and by the time it finished actually activating, I was able to move my cursor and select the boss. Let's see if it actually works. It didn't work. But I was still able to select something. Senbu, I'll answer your question when I'm done this. Just totally brain farted. What do I do with Sora on turn 1? Often you forget that you're just supposed to life siphon. That's it. You'd actually want to grant yourself an ice in Oxus, because that would give you a resistance. To ice. Late March lane. Really slow. Who's gonna go first? I say Onion Knight. It wasn't Onion Knight, it was Ishola. Out of Onion Knight, Kane, and Ishola, she was the one who went first. Well, this might work. Probably not now. Of course you double cast. Oh, no counter. Could use a double cast from Ashtola here just to make the fight safe. Savage Leg still hurts a lot. All right. Oh. Okay, so I don't know if I got off in time. Did it get off? It did. Is it going to be enough damage, though? Give me a crit. Crit! Crit again! Yes! That was a pretty bad RNG fight. Still made it, though. And now we wait. That's it. That was my sneaky stream. I just wanted to talk about how to use Sora and how important like the last 5 seconds of the fight are. And because the last 5 seconds of the fight, or no, the last 5 seconds of Thunder God mode and his N element are, you kind of have to start early, even with BSB or USB, if you want to get the full effect of those relics, so you can use the AOSB at full effect. Ways you can avoid that? Well, glints, because you can extend the end lightning. Yeah, I've definitely had him dived. Sora actually just needs to be dived. You can try getting around it with glints, but then he moves from being a really quite spectacular character into something a little more plain. Sora's Arcane OSB is, it starts out as a 2.5 Xi, and with Sid's RM, it drops to an 8.33, I believe.
Please help me welcome the Tokyo Philharmonic Orchestra.
Yes, Senbu, yes. That would be a sub 30.
And our wonderful chorus, the Distant Worlds Tokyo Choir.
Yes, I did try Tiamat, and it doesn't go well, because Snow is not Kane.
And in our next segment, we're going to perform a new score from Final Fantasy VI. Balance is restored.
I also have slightly better Magicite for Kraken than I do for Tiamat. In 2 weeks, I will have better Magicite for Tiamat, and then I will give it another shot. Well, I mean, I'll give it shots in between then, but I think in 2 weeks is when I actually have a shot of winning. And if that doesn't work, then we've got other buffs coming. Snow is going to get his Ice Monk ability at some point. Yeah, well, Squall's a house. I feel pretty comfortable with my lightning right now because of Sora, but my ice needs help. So I don't know where I'm going to get that ice. The soonest and the best place I can see to get ice would be the Final Fantasy VIII Laguna chain banner. The fire damage is a big problem on Tiamat, I agree. And that's why you just saw me get Gizmaluke, the Magicite Gizmaluke. Grants Dampen Fire, the best Dampen Fire in the game. Because your N element that you start out with at the beginning of the fight faction lasts 25 seconds. That's plus 80% damage on soul breaks. If the AOSB cast ends just a little bit after that, you lose 80% of your damage from the cast. It turns into something really awesome into just something... You'll have trouble breaking 100,000 damage rather than breaking, you know, 200 to 250,000 damage. Isn't there a healing BSB that gives resist fire? Yes, Aria. And I don't think I get there with that, Ricky, because then Sora doesn't have any entrusts. So his damage is reduced by a heck of a lot. I would have to Mako Might him, and I don't know if I can heal that fight if I Mako Might him instead of Ishtola. I have tried the team. Yeah, I mean, I have tried that exact team, except subbing out Squall for Ayame. And it was pretty slow. No, if for doing ice damage, Squall's better. Squall has a 35% chance to dual cast, while Sora maybe has a 25%. This is officially a relic draw stream. Yeah. Both of them together does force you to make some decisions. We got a weird banner. So we did get a second banner. A Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy VII Relic Draw was made available at 5 p.m. tomorrow. Tidus's Chain. Cloud's USB. Aerith's USB. Dragoon Lance. Sid? Sid's USB? Put it on screen? Hold on, give me a second. So there's going to be a relic draw tomorrow. I don't know what it's all about, but Tidus Chain, Cloud USB, Aerith USB, Sid USB, Twilight Steel is Tidus Bursal Break 2, Ultima Blade is Cloud Bursal Break 2, Holy Rod is Aerith Bursal Break 2, Spiral Shuriken is Yuffie Bursal Break 2, Viper Halberd is Sid Bursal Break, and Glorious Arm Guard, is that Waka? LMR is... I don't know what that is. I was talking game mechanics in Oxus. You actually, not a lot of people realize this, but when you have an element on you, you gain a resistance to the element that you have an element. It was a game mechanics joke. Haha, Dirge is not funny. Well, I can't pull on this. I don't like it personally. Sid's USB is not bad. Well, be less of a miser in this coming festival, Dragon, and that may change. Yeah, this banner is not that. It's not that good. Yeah. It's pretty weird. Pretty weird. What's the occasion? Oh. Oh, we have to do some multiplayer tomorrow. Yeah, that'll be interesting. Hope they just get everything that has to do with tomorrow done and over with immediately, so we can just do multiplayer until Opera Omnia starts. Oh, we might not get anything for Opera Omnia? Well, there we go. Multiplayer day. Alright. I'm out. I did what I wanted to do. We're streaming again tomorrow. See everybody there. We'll kill some Trickmaster. See you on Discord.